All right. Welcome on in, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day or night, wherever you're out there in the world. Tonight, if you can't tell by the title and the category and everything. Also, oh my god. Hold on. No, your video got, no, it got yeeted into non-existence. Failure, 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 failure. My bad, I was on the wrong page for that. But thank you for the sub, Cooney. Much appreciated. Show me this streamer's browser history. You would not be satisfied. You would just call me a liar and say that that's a fake browser history. Because there's nothing interesting. Is there a way that I can redo this? I think there's a way. Hold on. Wait, chat. We might be able to big brain it. No, I can't big brain it. I tried. No. Would you derive pleasure from? You would see nothing of value. And I mean nothing. Hold on, I'm going to open things up. Anyways, in case you guys can't tell by the title and everything, we are going to be doing D&D tonight. It is Free in the Galrich Steppes, our little campaign that we have with both Lena Days and That's a Schmuck, aka Brown. Aww. No, you're something of value. Thank you. Much love. What was I gonna say? Oh no, you're breaking my brain. Hold on, let me get to the proper screen. I want to see if I can redo this alert for you, because I haven't gotten to see the 2 months alert yet, but I set up a bunch of custom alerts for each month that someone resubs. So to not have it play would be so sad, because you won't see the 2 month again for yourself at least. Which one did I use? Wait, no. Other alert. Yes, there it is. How do I test? There's a test button somewhere. Ah. That didn't work. Hold on. Wait, is the audio playing? I can't tell. Chat, am I stupid? Is there audio I just don't hear? There is not. I can blame Cooney somehow, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Cooney. Hold on. I want to see if I can fix this, because that's pretty important. If I go back here... Where did the sound alerts come from? That I actually don't know. Okay, it's a browser source. So then if I go here, and we copy this, and we go here, and we paste it, make sure it's not already here. Wait, it was. Wait, so then I did this for no— Chat, I'm losing my mind. I just started, I'm already losing my mind. There you go. All that effort for that. Cooney, I was determined to have it play for you. I didn't care what it took. I was going to make it happen. And I did. And I'm happy with it. I'm content. Okay, anyways. Let's go get started. The gang is waiting.
I'm taking off my clothes, put my balls in your chin. It's so time.
Oh my gosh.
That shit kills me. I'm sure it's fake as fuck, but still. I would love if it was real.
Wait, what?
The Summertime Lovin' song for regular show?
I don't remember anything.
Oh my god, with Uncultured Swine.
That's crazy.
Come
I actually
on.
have like seasons 1 through 4 all on disc. Leave me the fuck alone.
That's crazy. You can't remember the classics?
Bro, I haven't watched it in a couple years.
Oh man, this is crazy. Why do I associate with y'all?
You know what? Nah, I'm not gonna hit disconnect and restart the stream and everything all over again. I'm gonna go crazy if I gotta do that. Not worth it. The bit funny, it ain't that funny.
I saw because I was at work, I was dying on lunch break. It was a fucking video of a dude doing a Mario impression, and he's like, "Oh, you're into pronouns, huh? Well, let me sheathe them titties." He just breaks down laughing. He's doing the Yahoo.
I hate you.
I gotta find that shit. Oh man, I need to use that with somebody one day.
Oh man.
Oh, y'all do pronouns? Let me sheathe them titties. Hi, I'm Gabe.
Time to ban Brown.
I'm getting banned for being right. That's a good icebreaker. It lets you know I'm cool, but also very accepting.
I'm cool, but also accepting. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, let me actually that emoji thing because I think I am serious about turning off my camera. I almost
No
said something
camera.
out of pocket. I almost said something out of pocket just now. I am on stream. Oh jeez.
I have to like hold myself back after we watch film. I almost said film, but Fatal, it was just called film. And saying the no word. Because it's such a stupid thing to say.
You know what else is a stupid thing to say?
Gesundheit? I'm not a fan of that word.
I wasn't gonna say anything beyond that. I was,
Say bless you
I was
like
gonna
the
leave
rest
it
of
there.
us, God damn it. Let me ask you a question. Do you prefer, I have a question for both of you. Do you prefer sushi or pizza?
What was that again?
I feel like that's a loaded question. What the fuck are you asking me,
just
bro?
answer the fucking question. Do either of you, what would you prefer, pizza or sushi?
I think in my big old age, I prefer sushi.
Oh my god, I was right! Buster? Answer the question?
You're not gonna know the reason is my guess, but I'm gonna say pizza.
No, I don't even reason. Pizza? That's fine. I was almost fully there.
I'm not a big fish person. Makes me gag.
Okay, makes sense.
I try to stay away from things that give me indigestion, and red sauce is one of them. And again, at my big old age.
Hey, don't worry, I got IBS and bread and cheese don't work for me yet. I'll eat that pizza.
See, I cheese, I be loving me some cheese. However, I just know that I should not. So I try to stay away. I try to find alternatives that I like just as much, if not more. And sushi is one of them because I have a weird fascination with the wasabi.
That's when you say fuck it, you just make some cheesy garlic bread anyways. And just enjoy your life.
Alright. I am now cameraless. Woo!
We lost Lena, she died. She
Just
perished.
computer screen. I have her binary code.
Please
Well, I'm
no.
hacking in with the binary.
No way.
Actually, wait, before we get started, then I have a question then. If you could choose the length of your lifespan, like a range, what would you choose?
That is not
Ooh.
the question I thought was gonna come out your mouth.
I feel like I wanted something a little more mellow. That's a lot.
What's the lifespan?
Yeah, like if you could choose your lifespan, what would you choose?
You mean like
Infinite.
in years or like bodily functionality?
Like in years. So like you get to choose your aging rate essentially.
So
I
get
mean
to
like
choose how long I would like to live and how fast I would age.
Yeah, for your next life as a person, you don't get to know what kind of life it's gonna be. You don't get to know anything about it, but you get to choose the lifespan. What are you picking?
2 million years.
God
Million
damn.
crazy.
bro, if your life sucks, it's gonna suck.
That's low.
I think 500 years is a good enough amount of time, and I feel like I hope it's a human pacing, like with the same bodily functions, because I don't want to go out, with just.
I want to be in my peak. I want to be at peak 20 years old. Aging is just absolutely slow for 5 million years.
Well, what? No, what I mean is,
being like a dick. I'm like,
what I mean is that like take your human lifespan, right? You hit adulthood by 20, so at 20% of your age is when you're a young adult. So if you choose 500, then 20% of that is when you are a young adult. Make sense?
Perfect. That's perfect. That's the perfect amount of time.
I feel like 500 years is fine for that.
However, 2 million years. You want to do that math really quick, dude?
5 million.
Crazy.
5
Can you
million.
imagine how long you are going to be
Fuck that
an
math.
infant?
Bro would be a
Just imagine how long you're
baby
gonna be
for
an
so
infant.
goddamn long.
Do you know how fucking smart I would be though? I would have the biggest edge
Nah,
in the world.
nah.
Someone's gonna punt your ass.
Think about it though. We talked about this. You know how like when kids reach their enlightenment, they realize like, fuck, I'm alive, and like I'm actually like,
It's
a
me,
human
Lena.
being.
The moment I hit the fucking flashbang of consciousness, it's over for y'all.
Wait. You're still gonna be a little infant though. Like all someone has to do is drop kick you and it's over. Someone has to drop you actually.
That's the beauty of it. I can literally be like, what's the fucking the orphan? I can literally just do that.
You can't do that
Yes, I could. Who's gonna fucking stop me? I'm a fucking I'm a
because
fucking
you
infant.
still have to go through life as like with human development. So
Yeah, my
you'd be in
brain's still gonna
puberty,
fucking develop though.
but you'd be in puberty for like 20 million years.
Bro, at some point a cult is gonna be like, this baby's a demon and they're gonna kill you. It's
It's
over.
like Glenn being like, I would be an old person, even though he's like of sound mind. He's like, I'm gonna rip shit on the walls. It's like I'm just gonna fuck with you. It bide my time. I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna
Bro, this hypothetical is crazy.
I'm gonna stab you.
The times, like how, you know what? I guess in next
Long time.
lifetime you'd be in modern times and plus, so then you definitely see the end of the
Absolutely.
world.
I want to see how it all ends. I have a bet to it. I want to see how it ends.
But you'll probably see it within 50 years. You don't gotta live that damn long.
See, we think it's gonna go to shit. Now it's been doing this for a hot minute. It's gonna take a while.
I think it's gonna take a while. I think
The
it'll
heat
be
death of
like,
the universe will come before we blow each other up.
I think the aliens will touch down before we blow each other
I don't
up.
think they want to talk to us.
We don't gotta worry about that. Global warming's
The
enough to kill us.
aliens would probably be hella fucking like
The alien
hard as hell.
see.
The alien Uzi.
The
You're
alien.
gonna be living in scorched earth, my guy.
I'll be alright. Where the gas mask at? There's Fallout that boy.
Not Fallout. That boy is crazy.
I feel like your best bet is to start a cult.
Most definitely.
That's
Most
the point.
definitely.
Told you I was going to
Honestly,
jail for war
if I could
crimes.
come back with any type of knowledge, it would be the knowledge of how to like manipulate people into investing in crazy business ideas. Like, yeah, I would just do that all the time and just live my life.
Yeah, I remember you from a past life. How's it been? Yeah, you can put the papers away. I'm not signing that. Anyways.
I feel like for me, no more than like 10,000 years at most. At most.
10,000 seems like a long ass time.
That's just because I want to see what the fuck happens in 10,000 years.
Not that curious. I think the emotional strife that it would put on my heart, it would be too much. After a while, I'd be like, I would literally turn to be the most annoyed, cynical person and be like,
I'd be
"Get
cool
me
with
the
that.
fuck out of here. I hate it here."
Do we get to keep past knowledge?
That would be dope if we could. If we could keep past knowledge, I would be a billionaire next time I came back.
I would fuck with people. It'd be like being like a guy who just took over someone's body, just like, yeah, I remember that. And just say horrible shit that you shouldn't know.
At first I was gonna go with no, but it sounds kind of fun to say yes. So yes.
That's what my D&D kids are gonna use for a session one day. Just some old god that possessed a body that has knowledge over old times life. says shit.
Oh my god.
That's lit. What is lit? I don't know what that word means. What dialect is it? Oh yeah, y'all don't know that word yet. It's coming soon.
You,
Don't worry, it's coming.
that's basically the plot to an isekai, Brown.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Everybody's in World War III. World War what? Oh yeah, y'all didn't get
Y'all
there
ain't know
yet.
about that. Oh,
Yeah, that's not
man.
happening yet. Don't worry.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to spoil.
I'm like, listen, don't sell your house yet, because I bet you if you keep it, you'll make some more money in about 20 years. What you mean by that? But just listen to me, and then also buy up all the rest. You see these properties over here? Buy up all the rest of these too.
Wait. Is your house at sea level? Oh, wait. You might want to change that. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
See, Lena, you're
Sell
very
that.
nice.
Oh no,
That's
I
it.
would do it. I would do it for a commission. Like I would start a business.
Yeah, but it's too nice though. It's like you're doing it for commission, but at the end of the day, it benefits them.
That's fair.
I'm for the chaos of like sowing the seeds of like, oh shit, he just said some random shit. They didn't elaborate.
Oh no, I would definitely.
I'll have you stressing for the rest of your life.
I would go buy up a bunch of shit. That's how I would make my money. I would, and they'd be like, "Why is she buying all these things?" They would literally call me a kook because I would buy all the things that are really cheap then that I know in the future are gonna pay off. And they're like, "Why?"
You
is she
know the
doing all
beanie
this?"
babies aren't gonna be worth nothing, right? Why are you buying them up? 2 years later.
2 years later, I'm like selling them, making a profit off eBay. Matter of
Some
fact,
millionaire in Guatemala is buying them for like $4 million each.
Random person seems to know every possible thing to win in life.
that part, I would definitely go live in a different country. I'm not staying in the States. I would go to Canada.
But
I would
you also don't get to
buy-
pick where
I
you were
would-
born, so you never know where you're gonna end up.
Oh, that's true.
I'll take my chance.
But I could also just move.
You know? There's a lot of shit to think about in this hypothetical. It could go on forever.
Like, let's say, for example, I end up in Mexico, end up with the cartel. I could join the cartel. I would be a fucking menace. They'd
Now
be
we're
like, so and so's gonna do this and this and that, and then they'd be like, no, it's not. Shut up. I'm like, oh my mama, and then when it happens, I'm like, yep, you need me as a higher ranking member.
You know you can
can
still
see the future
die
with
though,
it.
right? Like someone could kill you.
I'd be too useful as long as I don't fuck. Like, I'd like to be a little bit more like straight with them, but I can still fuck
Bro, you
around.
just gotta get caught in the wrong drive-by and it's over.
Nah, see, that's the thing. Like, I'll know for sure. Like, don't go over there. That drive-by happens in like 20 minutes. Y'all gonna get blah blah. Go around the other corner and then whoop.
Wait. Okay, wait. I got lost somewhere in this hypothetical. How do we know this shit?
Like I said, we do. You know what? It doesn't
You know this shit from your past life. I mean, I don't think you know
I
all
know how
that.
cartel gets around. They're dangerous.
You ain't gonna know the exact moment shit
happens.
happens. This man's trying to see the future. You rigged the hypothetical. You rigged it.
Look, it's all guesswork.
2 million years of being an asshole. No, you said 5. 5 million, bro. I would end it before
5
that.
million? Nah, I got tired.
Bro, I don't know how you'd make it that
Y'all
long.
remember when Trump was president? The dude who ran the fucking the entrepreneur.
They'd be like, who?
But y'all remember that show, The Apprentice? Yeah, that
What
guy.
the fuck are you talking about? What's a TV show?
It's a
Kind
TV
of 2,000 years in, there's no TVs anymore. Still rambling on about it.
I would be that's where that quarter of the market. I'm like, look, we're bringing back Wattpad. We just gotta call something else.
You open up a
There you
goddamn
go.
calculator really quick. Okay, so if we're looking at 5 million years, to hit the age of 1 in terms of like how old you are, you'd have to live 50,000 years.
I would be an anomaly. You don't understand. All eyes would be on me. They'd be like, this dude does not age like a normal human being. He has to be
Bro,
studied.
to be a toddler, you'd be 150,000 years old.
Look, I've already got the fucking like. They be like, in 2 years, already something weird is going on, right? Scientists are gonna be coming from all over to investigate.
How long until
So
the...
already, if I end up in like let's say I end up in Brazil, I already got out of Brazil, bro. I'm a fucking genetic freak.
I'm Googling some shit.
Now I might be fucked if I end up in Detroit because that's full on Fallout like territory, and I don't know if I
Damn.
can survive that. But
You live in Detroit.
Damn, this man won't let Detroit have a break.
they don't deserve it.
Damn.
Or if you get born into Detroit, it might end early for you.
Yeah, I might not survive. They might steal me.
Deadass.
If I'm not bolted down, so
Look, they can break into my grandmama's house while there are people in it.
That shit's crazy to me.
Or they could put you in the middle of a fucking summoning circle, Brown, and they'd still take your ass.
It's okay.
Make it look like you're
Teach
some
me
sort
your
of
ways,
demon. They'll be
Steve.
like, yep, that's ours. All right, wait. We've been stuck in this hypothetical way too long. I didn't expect this to
Yeah, I
happen.
was like, I need to end it. Just know I'd rule the world at some point.
I still stand on ground that you would be dead long before that. But,
Nah,
you
I'd
know,
survive. You don't understand my look.
I don't think your luck set's that good. 150,000 years of
Pretty
potential
good.
fuck-ups?
That's great.
Bro, all someone has to do is drop you and it's over.
Who's gonna drop me?
I don't know. 150,000 years is a long time to accidentally drop a child.
It's like when a parent has one kid and they're struggling and they do shit horribly, they're way too strict and shit, and then they get used to it and figure it out. And then
Bro,
have the second kid.
you'll
and
only
it's
have a parent for like 40 years and then it's a new one.
The best way for that to work out is that like I'm just gonna be like it's gonna be like a part 2, like a JoJo series. I'll be like part 1 is them fucking up because this new kid, and then part 2 is like, yeah, he be just crawling around sometimes off the thing. We catch him or we put a pillow there. They'll figure it out.
All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and intro for the game. Brown, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm the man who wants to live 5 million years after fucking
Motherfucker.
Also, I play a bad bitch, changeling that's moonlighting as a elf.
Oh,
That's crazy. I didn't do that to you.
I'm so sorry. That just hit me.
I thought you was doing a bit.
No.
She spent all her mental energy looking for that damn item.
I really did.
And then Brown took the last of your brain cells with all this 5 million years shit.
I've been thinking about this shit for years, bro. Vampire came up to me and was like, I'll give you infinite life for just a little bit of blood. I'm like, take it, nigga. You want, how many liters you want?
You want it all? I got you.
Shit, just make me a vampire, Brady.
Hello,
I gotta see.
stream. My name's what is my name? My name is Lena.
Name? Come
My name
on.
is Lena, also known as Lillian. I am a half elf who is also a sneaky little rogue and also that bitch with strong feelings about death and the
I
afterlife.
don't know if you're that bitch yet. We're still working on that part.
Damn.
Okay, gotta change your character
You
name.
gotta smile more. Smile more, you know, when it's not involving our murder.
I have
Excellent, Mr.
smiles
Nichols.
every now and again, you know? Well,
When someone gets hurt?
smile. Yeah. It's enjoyable for me.
Well, maybe we'll find someone to shoot.
You know?
If I can hit my shots this time.
And with that, I am Buster Brown, aka Gwen, and I am the DM for this session. And that's about all there is to it. Anyone have any questions or anything before we get started today?
No, just a very long yawn. I am ready to go.
Alright, bet. Let me pull up character sheets really quick so I have everything on hand.
Oh yeah, let me pull up a new page.
You didn't even have your character sheet up, Lane. I can't believe you.
Oh no, I do have my character sheet up. I'm pulling up another page in my notes. No, I always pull it up as a part of my pre-stream ritual.
I normally do, but then my PC blue screen on me, so.
Yeah.
That is a saucy picture that should not be brought up in my thing.
You wanna pull that up again?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Let me see that. Let me
I
look
don't
at
share
it.
my secret. I don't share my secret sauce.
Greedy ass.
See, should I share? That was in the sauce folder. I have an actual secret sauce folder. That's much more coveted.
You got a secret sauce folder? Is that necessary?
Yes. There's stuff you share with the homies, and there's stuff you're just like, nope, I'm selfish today.
Nope, I'm selfish today. I feel it. I feel it.
A magician never gives away all their tricks.
Extra as fuck. Alright, let me pull up the right music really quick, and then we can get started. Okay. And everyone's ready?
Yay.
All right. Pull up the last thing. Okay. We open to a small room, a room filled with just a few things, some beds, some nightstands, and a few people. Our adventurers from last session, which, for quick reference, to recap, in the previous session, our players had gone sailing to free the Galrich Steppes from a great terror that has been causing horrendous impacts to the Zeoli Kingdom for the last 30 years. It turns out that sea monsters have been ravaging all the ships that pass through, so trade has been impossible. 99% of ships that go through the Galrich Steppes to reach the Eastern Kingdom or the Western Kingdom, depending which way you're heading, have been destroyed. People had also spotted ghost ships, and so it was theorized that, those might have something to do with it. Our adventurers set out with a crew that was headed by the Swift Strikes, a very prominent family in the continent. They're known for their great skill in battle and their ability to navigate the oceans. However, it would seem that luck was not on their side, as both parents for the great daughter of Zeola were murdered by a kraken and some skeletons, unfortunately meeting their end and passing off their child to our heroes, Cassandra and Lillian. Upon reaching back to the Zeoli Kingdom after most of the crew was obliterated, they then met the small child who appeared to have the ability to tell the future. After confirming that this ability was indeed real by doing some unnecessary gambling, they then found their way back to a tavern and inn known as the Broken Star. Here, they just kind of chit-chatted before heading to bed to figure out what they want to do next, now that they have learned this child does indeed have this ability. Cassandra, you awaken to see around you are two other beds, one with Valine sleeping peacefully, just curled up in a little ball, and the other one with Lillian just peacefully resting. As the sun is now starting to rise, you can see that it's kind of peeking in through the window a little bit. There's not much else in the room around you aside from some of your equipment, some shoes on the floor, and just an empty room. Cassandra?
You know what? Let's let them sleep. I don't want to talk to them right now. I'm gonna go. Am I clothed? What am I, small clothes or some shit? Do I need to get dressed before I walk outside?
You are wearing a nightgown.
Okay, let's switch it to regular clothes. I heard that. And I'm gonna go stretch outside for a bit.
All right, you put on some fresh, clean clothes, get ready, put on your shoes, and grab your stuff, and you open the door to step out into the main part of the inn. You find yourself in a very long hallway with multiple doors that all appear to lead to different rooms, and down at the very end, you can see the main door that leads into the actual tavern section of the building. And just very faintly in the distance, you can hear some chitter-chatter coming from that direction.
I wanna go downstairs and see what they have on the menu for breakfast.
All right, you make your way down and go through the main door, entering into the actual tavern. hearing the voices grow louder as you now find yourself with a whole bunch of other people. It would seem that the tavern is quite busy, especially compared to last night, in which there wasn't that many people. You can see that most tables have people sitting at them, at least a couple people. Some of them are full. You do see along the wall to your left there is one empty booth and an empty table to its right. Everywhere else is packed, including the actual counter.
I wanna just take a seat at the booth. I can order from there. I guess. Just.
Alright.
Who will sheath the sword?
That is none of your business. Beyond the scope of this class, one could say. Anyways, you decide that you don't want to be sitting near anyone else, and you go and take a seat down at the booth along the wall. And as you do so, a young barmaid walks over and introduces herself, getting ready to take your order. Hi, how can I help you today?
Start coughing.
Brilliant. As this is happening, Lillian, you suddenly awaken to find yourself in the room with the sun peering through the cracks of the window. You do notice that Valen is still asleep in the bed next to you, and it would appear that Cassandra has left the room already.
Do I hear any like noise outside that's woken me, or I'm just waking up naturally?
You've just woken up naturally.
Okay. I am gonna kind of sit up in my bed and stretch and kind of look over at the girl. Gonna notice that Cassandra is gone. And what time of day is it? It's like 6, 8, like what?
You can't tell, but it is early morning. It would appear that the sun has recently started to rise just above the buildings.
Okay. I'm going to grab my clothes, and is there a place to take a shower in the room, or is there a bathroom outside of the room? Like, would I have to go outside?
There is no bath inside of the room itself. However, you do recall that when you went to find your room the previous night, there was a bathhouse section of the inn on the base floor. You're currently on the second floor, and when you go downstairs, you find a doorway that will lead into the bathhouse.
Okay. I'm going to grab my clothing and head downstairs to bathe, leaving the child in the room by herself.
Against all of the best judgments of any parent ever in history, you decide that you are going to get dressed and leave this child behind on her own. You then exit the room, close the door behind you, making sure to lock it and take the key, as you then head downstairs and enter the corridor leading into the bathhouse. As you enter, you can see that there's not many people in here right now. It would appear that there is just 2 other women that are currently bathing in the corner. It would appear that they're using buckets to rinse themselves off.
Okay. I am going to start bathing and humming to myself. And is there anyone of interest in the room that might be interesting to talk to after I take my shower?
Such an odd question, but yes, the 2 women that you see that are in the bathhouse right now are currently sitting next to each other having a casual conversation. You can't really hear what they're saying, but it does seem like one of them is like beholden to the other, as if one of them holds power over the other.
Do I recognize anything about them that might be useful?
Nothing that you can tell.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna interact with them then if I don't need to. Alright,
Fuck them,
I'm
I
gonna-
guess.
Hey, look. I'm
Talk
trying
to the dominatrix in her thrall.
She's too busy standing on business. She don't care about them.
I don't care about them. I'm busy. I got shit to do. All right, I'm going to, take a mental note of them in my head and their situation, and get dressed, and head back up to go get Valen so we can go figure out where Cassandra is.
All right, you quickly finish cleaning yourself up and you get dressed to head upstairs. You then re-enter the room to find Valen still asleep in the bed, just blissfully drifting off and having unknown dreams.
I don't know how to wake up a child. I'm just gonna kind of.
I mean, it's not hard. I mean,
I'm just gonna pull back the covers and say, it's time to get up.
huh?
We have
What?
things to do.
She
We
awakens
have
with the
things
start.
to do. We have things to do. Get
And
your
what-
clothing. Let's go.
Sleep.
We can't sleep. The day has begun. You gotta
But
get up.
why?
Too many questions. Just please get up so we can go get Cassandra and get you something to eat.
Fine. She then crawls out of bed and gets dressed in the corner, puts her shoes on and everything, and gets ready to go, reaching out to take your hand.
I'm going to loosely allow her to hold it while we head downstairs.
Oh no, not again, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Well, as you begrudgingly let her hold your hand, she gently follows you along as you exit the room, locking it behind you, and head downstairs to enter the main tavern section. As you do, you hear voices slowly growing in volume until you pass through the door to suddenly find yourself amongst a large room full of people. Everyone seems to be eating, chatting, and having a great time. The counter is full, most of the tables are full, most of the booths are full, except for one booth that appears to have Cassandra sitting down, currently zoning out as a barmaid is trying to figure out what her order is.
I'm going to gesture for the child to go run over to the seat. I'm going to sit, I guess in this booth, there's like two booths across from each other, so I want to sit across from Cassandra.
You do that. As you sit down, the barmaid then looks to you. What can I do for you?
Okay, now that my sneezy fits over.
Welcome back.
I was going to order bread and cheese and just water.
Bread and cheese? I got you. Oh, and a glass of water? No worries.
Yes.
And what about you other two?
Do you happen to have anything a little more hearty?
Hearty? You mean like some meat, huh?
Meat or porridge?
Let me see. She glances over to see what's currently already made up and what might be cooking. It does look like we have some meat coming up right now. It appears to be some cut of pork, and we also have some bread and some porridge. It looks like. I can't tell you what flavor it is, though. I wouldn't know right now.
That's fine. Porridge is fine, and anything warm to drink would be good.
Alrighty. And no preference in what it is?
Preferably something that's not disgusting.
I'm very picky.
I could do that. And what about the child? Is she gonna have anything today?
Porridge. She'll have a bowl of porridge.
Porridge? Okay. I hate porridge.
Do you have money for anything other than porridge?
She'll have porridge and an apple.
Fine. Alrighty. I'll bring that right out. I'll be back in a few minutes, okay? She then
Thank
steps
you.
away from the table and goes to get the food ready.
So, with your current mother's demise and, of course, no family to
Jesus
speak
fucking
of.
Christ.
What, what exactly do you expect to get from frolicking around with us?
You
Really
wanted
free
me
room
to
and
come
board
with
and
you,
food as it seems.
and I want someone to stay with.
Again, don't they have places for children like you? The name slips me. It's like
Hold on just a moment. Weren't you the one who wanted to use her for her power now? So it's her fault.
I do. However, I slept on
I
it.
suggested from the start we leave her somewhere, such as an orphanage or the man down the street who seemed to know how to get rid of small inconveniences.
Again, yes, I do think that was a good idea. However, I'm just trying to understand why, with her prowess of clairvoyance, she would want to stay with us. I do want to use this child. Clearly, she can be of use to us. However, I'm trying to understand why exactly should we stay with you?
Lily, may I ask you a personal question? Regardless of
Unless
the answer I'm going to ask you anyways, did you have a good relationship with your father?
I'm like clenching my jaw right now. My relationship with my father has nothing to do.
All I'm going to say is I just feel that if you were the one to suggest the use of the child, and after my counsel of saying to leave her, I just don't think, and this is giving her credit for once, I just don't think it's up to her to decide what we do next. You caused
fair.
the situation. I
This
think
is
you should be
fair.
the one to pull us out of this.
I'm just saying, I did sleep on the situation. I was really thinking about it, and I just want to make sure that there's no trickery afoot with this one.
She can barely not cry for more than 10 seconds. I don't think she'll be trying to trick anybody.
That's fair.
See,
Starts
she's
pouting.
crying already again. She's already.
All right. No crying. Calm down for a second.
Especially sitting next to me. Why couldn't you sit next to her?
Okay, well, since we have you here, I guess we need to figure out a way to make it work. Cassandra, any thoughts?
Well, for starters, we're running low on resources. The boat we were stationed to be on, I'm pretty sure all our stuff is basically destroyed. We're at square one at this moment.
Yes, this is true. I was actually thinking of maybe looking up some old contacts and trying to find some work. You know, maybe plowing fields or something.
You want to? This isn't a retirement story. The little girl says we're going to die if we split up. That's more pressing.
Oh no, plowing fields was more like your work. I was thinking from, me to
I'm
just
not going to do. Idiot.
watch and collect.
I'm apology for she would suggest that.
I don't know, you have very strong legs. You look like you can pull things.
These were meant for that.
I'm gonna crack a smile because clearly I'm messing with her at this point.
It's fucking little girl. Just, can you believe anything else besides our imminent demise should we split?
Why you should or shouldn't?
Either way, she clearly doesn't want us to split. Well, do you have any visions or, I don't know, thoughts on the matter of us finding work around here? You know, gather some more resources, maybe find a place that's not a public place to lay our
Find a way
heads.
to not die in the next coming hours.
And
It's kind of hazy, but I know that there's supposed to be a someone. I think it's a guy that's supposed to talk to you later today. It's hard to tell when, but you want to actually accept his offer.
You can't get a clear image than that. Nothing more concrete.
Well, it's changing so rapidly.
Do you happen to know what he looks like? Maybe a feature we could recall when we see him?
Hmm. He's kind of cloaked like a lot of people around here, but I do know that he has a blue feather in his hat.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. Do I see him? Can I see him from where we are?
When you look around, you do not happen to see this individual currently.
Okay. Do I see anybody else that I think might be of interest or use when I'm looking for this blue feathered guy?
As you're looking around, you can see that there's a lot of different types of people in this. And currently, it would appear that there are some nobles that are traveling that are wearing very fine clothes, some nice decorated garments with gold plated across them. There appears to be some knights that are guarding them. There's also some workers that are wearing some rough brown torn clothing in the corner that are just getting ready to start the day. It would appear that the Masons Guild is also here currently discussing some work in the southeast corner of the room. And as you look at the bar counter, you do notice that there's a few people that are just kind of relaxing there. Some of them wearing nice clothes, some wearing more brown tethered clothing. But you do notice that each of them is wearing some similar aspects in that they all have jewelry on. Some of them have double bands on both wrists, and some of them have some double earrings on the right ear currently. Almost as if they're trying to make a fashion statement.
Hmm.
I'm not very much a fan of scavenger hunts. I'm gonna ask the little girl, do you have a time frame of sorts?
Not really, because it's changing so fast.
Well, it has to be a way to make it more consistent.
Okay.
We're just sitting here waiting for breakfast. What could change? What can be changing so rapidly?
You'd be surprised. Telling the future's hard. As this is happening, suddenly the barmaid comes back with a bunch of plates. All right, I did manage to get all of that food for you. Here's your porridge, ma'am, and your warm drink. We wound up getting you some milk that we heated up for you to start the day. Some water for the pretty elf, and here's your food as well, some bread. And here's some water, apple, and porridge for the child. Thank you. No problem. Anything else for y'all?
Well, that'll be all.
That will
Okay.
be all.
Sounds good. If you need anything, just holler. And she walks away back to the counter.
Don't drink all that warm milk. We don't need you to fall asleep. This is very crucial times for us. I think you understand that. Small sips.
Valen starts just plowing into the porridge, just eating.
Above board, I am sending a message to.
Fuck that message. No, I'm kidding.
Above board, Bob. I do not want this child.
Above,
In character,
above
I mean.
board. In character,
character,
like
I
I could care less.
Listen, why are you both assholes?
But they are so mean to that child. Like, you have no idea. This kid's parents were both brutally murdered. And these two show up, and their first thought is to ditch her at an orphanage or something.
They were like, we would just call for a job, and they both were like, well, we should just sail together, you know. Who cares if our little girl's at home by herself?
The kid can see the future. Think about it. Think about it. The parents knew that she could see the future and that it was only potential futures. She clearly thought they were coming back, so something fucked up the future.
She clearly us being there, probably. Treat her like a slave. We bought her porridge. And an apple.
They don't treat her like a slave. They treat her like a paperweight.
And then she got free warm milk that I didn't ask for. She's a paperweight.
Man,
She got us what, 15 gold back, and it took me like doing a full wager. This child is proving very hard to keep her worth.
That's crazy.
Damn, I got a message hella late.
Treat her like a slave. What do we do? You bought her multiple rounds of juice. I was gonna let her just be thirsty and parched, dehydrated,
I'm gonna have to note this one.
unmoisturized.
Dehydrated.
Lena's done worse than me, if I'm being honest. She used it for gambling.
Honestly,
Then she took a shower by herself and then told the kid to just get dressed.
That was the first instinct, was gambling.
Listen,
If anything, I'm being a dick and I'm being nicer to the damn kid.
listen, we all gotta make our way around here. The kids gotta pull their weight just like everybody else. If
I
she
just
wants to
wanted
hang
stop
with the
fucking
crew,
crying like
she...
go on.
Aw.
You ain't been in the streets like him yet, all right? When you get beat up a little bit, then I'll be a little bit better on you. They know.
Aw. That's crazy.
Sorry, I'm inputting a note really quick while this happens.
Okay. So I guess we're just gonna eat. I'm pretty much eating in silence. Like, I'm not interested in talking about anything in particular. I think I'm more so just interested in kind of thinking about how can we make some money and kind of
Reorient
refresh
ourselves.
reorient ourselves, refresh our resources.
If you're
Sorry, I'm
struggling
trying to
for
do
it
this
so hard, I guess we can see there's a local jobs board somewhere. In the Mason areas over there may need a little help. They're always vying for what, materials and such.
I'm gonna kind of peer at her and just like, I'm not really a handy person myself.
You are all ready for farm work and not anything better than that. You're already ready to throw in the towel.
The farm work again was for you, my dear.
I'm not. None of us are doing that. The only person who will be doing that, if push comes to shove, is the girl. She can do with a bit of strength. Speaking of which, you better finish that porridge. You're gonna need it eventually. The energy for today.
I am. I'm almost done, see?
I'm gonna finish my meal
wipe your
and is there any the job board would be in town, right?
If you're looking for like standard work, for like day laborers, yes, there is. You both recall that there is a board down. Someone's phone calling.
That was my
I don't remember that in the medieval ages, but you know.
That was my gym alarm.
Anyways. You both remember that there is a job board posted downtown. If you follow the main trail once you exit the tavern all the way back towards the docks, just outside the docks where there's all of the standard shops that people like to go to, they're just outside. There is a board down there that you can look at for jobs.
And if we wanted to go a different route, would there be any issues with me bringing along friends?
That
I'm very lucky you asked it above board because I was definitely like, what do you mean? What did you mean by that?
sort of. Here, one second.
Okay.
You gonna fucking get us a job with the cartel? What are you doing? We need you to deliver this package to Gustav.
Listen, don't ask no questions.
This is very important product from a Walter White. Eisenberg.
Okay.
Drill serpents? I'm keeping drill serpents. That's our team name. It's like drill sergeant, but with serpents because we're snakes.
Okay.
Fuck you! I thought it was funny. Hold on.
I'm gonna.
Nah, you're not funny, loser. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. I'm going to after you finish eating, I'm going to kind of like just push my plate to the middle and look for the barmaid to come over. Ooh.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
All right. How much do we owe you?
All right, for all of that, it's gonna run you 2 gold.
2 gold. All
Okay,
right.
1 each.
Yeah,
That's my compromise.
that works for me.
Thank you very much. She pockets the gold after biting to make sure it's real. Is there anything else I can do for you ladies today?
That was. I wouldn't have. Okay. You may
What?
want to brush your teeth again, honey. This gold has been.
Maybe she likes
rubbing your
taste of
hands in
it.
us. Unsavory types, you know. I'm just for your safety. This is not an insult for once.
Whores these days.
Excuse you?
Let's not cause a scene here.
Hey, I can't judge. I do that shit.
Okay, that was. I had a rebuttal and I don't know what to say.
All right. I'm going to
Whatever works.
pull
You know,
along and
gotta
say-
make money somehow, right?
The woman has a point. Let's go find the job board now.
I'm gonna take the child. Don't be like her. Be better.
I will.
You don't.
I'm glad she didn't ask what a whore was.
She already heard from you guys in the last session.
Oh yeah. Well.
It wasn't my fault. I got called one.
You know?
That's crazy. Y'all body shaming me. I can't even be thick. I just minding my own business. A whore. Like wait.
All right, let's head out and find the job board. Are there any interesting people out on the road as we walk, or anything interesting happening while we're walking towards said job board?
Job board. As you leave the tavern, you hear the voices slowly fade, and you enter into the main street. There's a lot of people wandering around that you can see. People are, some of them in a hurry to get to where they need to go, some of them trying to make it to work, someone to go see a friend. And as you walk along, you find yourself coming along near the sea. There seems to be shop stands all around you with market dwellers, you know, just window shopping. There's people selling things, and you see a wooden post with a bunch of papers on it. Upon inspection, you can see that this is indeed the job board that was mentioned and that you recall seeing when you first arrived here. And there are several different postings. One of them is just for masonry work. They're looking for people to do heavy manual labor. There is some other ones that are just for very similar jobs. Some of them are for laying brick. Some are for moving materials from one side of town to the other. Some of them are fetch quests in which they want you to go to a neighboring town or kingdom and return with something. And then there's also a couple that you can see that seem to be very vague requests for adventurers and or knights to help with royal matters.
Royal matters, eh? Is the pay listed?
The pay is not listed on the royal ones, it is listed on the others. Is there any particular one you'd like to know?
I'm not a big fan of any of this hard labor. What do you feel about mingling hands with the aristocrats?
I'm not opposed as long as they pay well. What are those listings? What do they say?
One of them appears to be listed by the current minister of the king, not the whole kingdom, but the kingdom's main town, Baxter's Landing. And it would appear that they are requesting 3 people come to the minister's court to receive more information on the job. It is listed that it is a dangerous position to take, however. There's no other details.
I'm gonna rip the thing off and hand it to Valen and ask, any premonitions about this one?
Deadly premonitions.
Yes?
And
With a girl?
Not so good.
Yes,
Not
we should
so
say that we are
good.
dicks. And I'll spit it out.
Y'all are horrible to this child.
You just-
but does it pay well?
Are we going to die? Is my more important question.
You might.
I need no mights, maybes, possiblies. I need will you or will you not?
I've told you I only know might.
you give us some gleaming into what you've seen.
I can tell you it pays enough to make you very happy.
All right, let's do it.
You sure?
I'm going
Just-
to. I've already started walking towards wherever we need to head to.
Cassandra?
No, hold on now. We haven't even stressed the fact that we could possibly die.
Death is nothing but an
stealing
eternal
our
state.
cards.
Death
For
is
you,
n-
maybe. I know you want to. You look very tired around the eyes with your, like, whatever you have going on with the other hair follicle. But I like to live and be awake in this slumber for 8 hours. I would prefer to be awake for the rest of the days.
Listen, I personally don't want to lay bricks. Now, do you?
No, hold on. We didn't say we wanted to lay bricks. I'm just simply stressing the fact that we still have a death flag over our heads.
We have a death flag over our heads every time
And
we
we're
walk out of our room.
we're not certain which jobs will lead to that. I just want to see if there's all I want to know is if there's a way to like fight against it a bit.
Okay, Cassandra. What shall
Yes,
you do?
Lily? Child, you simply all you know is the goal. No other dangers, no nothing. It's just anything that could help. Even if it's there for a second in your vision, or whatever you see.
All I know is that it sounds like an easy job when the person explains it, but then we find out it's not that easy.
I'm still not convinced that
I
it's not
can-
worth doing.
I can work with that. If knowing that it's not going to be easy at all is a bit better, because then we'll know if he's swindling us in a certain way, and we can use that knowledge to continue. That's all I wanted to know. So ready to rush into danger and die at a moment's notice. You just gleaning more information is always necessary.
You know what? I'm gonna hand her the paper. I'm like, you take the lead. I'm exhausted. I just want to make some money and lay my head down in a place that doesn't smell like feet and
You
sweat.
better find your footing, because we're going to need all the energy we need. So, does this note have an address on it?
Yeah. It has just the initial address of the Minister's Court for anyone that is familiar with where it is. And for anyone that is new in town, there is a map on the back that leads you from where you're currently standing all the way to the Minister's Court. It does
convenient.
appear... Oh, I'll let you say that first.
Oh, how convenient.
You do seem to need these more than I do. You seem to walk in circles more than you would. Remember the other day you took us to that weird, that molested hospitable lady. I didn't get to call her anything more or less than that. Forget about it. I'm going to take the masonry guild's wanted notice, as they call it.
Their job posting.
Just as a spare backup. If this doesn't pan out, we can always just go move things for till we die. If that's how we die, I can probably live with that. But I just, rather not die to a horrible, hideous monster.
Hideous monster, backbreaking labor. It's all the same to me.
No, it's most definitely not. I'm gonna just start following the address.
All right.
I'm sick of you.
I'm assuming that you're just following Lillian.
Yes, I am begrudgingly following behind. At this point, I just want Cassandra to figure it out.
All right. Wait for me, you hear as Valen grabs Cassandra's hand and tries to follow alongside her.
I'm gonna, like, disgusting because she still got some fucking pores on her hands.
She's sticky.
As you walk along, you go along the main wall that leads into the inner city of the kingdom, and you follow through as you take a right and start heading down an alleyway out into the next main section, wrapping around some buildings, as you then find yourself approaching the other side of town where the wall does wrap around there as well. You're following your map quite perfectly as you see in front of you a large building that is very decadent. It is mainly made out of white marble and has very nice decorations on the outside. There are some gold mantles, the crest of the town, as well as the crest of the kingdom itself going over the doorway. And there appears to be several people just kind of mingling out front as 2 guards are posted, checking anyone that wants to go inside.
I'm gonna signal to Cassandra to lead us in.
You're gonna rap against the door a little bit.
Wait, you're gonna rap against the door?
Yeah.
Like hit it, like knock on it.
Like, you know, even the back of my.
Back his hand.
Yeah.
You.
No, I'm not gonna do rap god.
I was confused. I was like, anyways, you drag along Valen, and Lillian follows you as you walk towards the actual building itself. Some of the people kind of notice that you're carrying that job post, and they step out of the way. The guards spot you coming. They say, "Halt! I need to inspect you before you enter the minister's court. What business do you have here?"
I'm gonna hold up the that ones. No. We came about the job.
Huh?
CGB needs
Oh.
some help.
Oh, I see. Mind if I take that for a moment?
Yes, certainly.
Thank you. He reaches out and takes the note for you to inspect its legitimacy, as he then finds the actual blood stamp from the minister. He nods in approval. I understand. Here's your paperback. He hands it to you. You're going to want to go inside. You're going to want to follow along the right side wall. Right side. And go all the way to the end of the hallway. Knock on the 3rd door.
Did you get all that?
Yes.
I'm just smirking and just letting her take the lead on this one.
I'm gonna immediately go to the lounge. We don't want the little one. Is bring your daughter to work, your niece to work today.
I'm scared.
As you've said multiple times, and also I've commented that you maybe should be a little less fearful.
Okay. She wipes her nose with snot and then takes her hand again.
I'm gonna move away from her a little bit.
Come on, Cassandra, you have to.
This is your science experiment.
This is actually quite entertaining to see.
Not y'all plot against us in the goddamn chat. Fucking, I'm gonna go where this motherfucker told me to go.
Alright, you walk inside, follow the directions to a T, you take a right and follow along the wall all the way to the end of the corridor. You pass by several doors before realizing you may have gone a little bit too far, recalling you're supposed to hit the 3rd, and you recount your steps back. As you find yourself at the 3rd door, you can see a plaque beside it that says, in big bold, right in the minister's name, which is Minister Yorlan Kepfer.
Bless you.
Can you spell that?
Sure. It is Yorlan.
Hold on. Let me put my notes sheet.
Hold on. Rap God. Beginning to feel like a rap god.
Alright, say it again.
Yorlan Kepfer. Yorlan Kepfer.
Is that what I wanted you to do? Alright. That's per my last email.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to knock on the door. I won't say rap this time.
All right, you step up to the large wooden door and you start knocking. Come in.
I'm gonna hold the door open for Lily and the girl to go in first.
I'm gonna walk on in and kind of stand and bow a little bit to introduce ourselves.
As you do that, Valen kind of just hides behind you, clinging to your the back of your cloak as she is very, very scared to be here. As you enter the room, you can see that there is bookcases surrounding all the walls except for the one that you entered from. It would appear that they're mostly full, and you can see that there is a lot of decorations in between the banisters that hold up all the bookcases. There appears to be some trophies along the wall, and there is a very nice chandelier hanging from the ceiling. As you can see, the windows on the wall and directly in front of you, there's a whole lot of light pouring in, and kind of hard to see through the light, as you can only see mostly silhouette at the moment is the minister themselves, Yorlan, sitting at his desk. He currently has his hands put together, his fingers laced between each other, and he's just staring down. Come on in, have a seat.
Very nice to meet you, Minister Kefner. This is my colleague, Cassandra, and our niece.
Acquaintance.
Nice to meet you, and what were your names again?
My name is Lillian Willow.
Lily.
And this is, and I'm like pointing to the girl.
Cassandra Ilfakir.
Cassandra, nice to meet you as well.
And this is my niece. I'm like nudge her.
And what is this young lady's name? I'm...
Spit it out. It's okay. It's Valen. She's a little shy. I'm gonna kind of pull her behind me and just.
Valen? What, pray tell, is her last name, by chance?
We didn't get that far in the conversation. What is her last name, Mommy?
Above board, you know her parents.
I know. I'm going back. I have to go back in my notes.
You're the one who cared. This is what it feels like to play a character that doesn't care. Like, is this what this goes through?
You can have your character not care.
Does that seem? Do I perceive that to be kind of like a weird question?
You perceive that he very much has an interest in the way that he said that. He seems almost surprised.
Okay. It happens to be Swift Strike. We worked for her parents before their untimely demise.
You shouldn't have said that.
He looks a little taken back. Oh, the late Swift Strikes. So they did have a kid. I'll be. He looks kind of lost in thought for a moment as he's scratching his chin, pondering.
Apologies, it seems out of forward. Is this cause for alarm? People have babies every day.
No cause for alarm. It's just very surprising. I never expected them to have a kid, knowing those two. You know how they are. Well,
we would have to have a conversation about the birds and the bees now. Would we? You seem like a very wise, older gentleman. You would seem to know the ways of the world. It doesn't seem that very odd to me.
Sure, you're completely right. My apologies. Anyways, what brings you two here today?
Well, we found your listing, Cassandra, if you may.
Did that guard fucking hand us back the note?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand over. You seem you need some help to retrieve something of some sort, dude?
He looks a little surprised and also happy to see the note pulled out. Oh my word. Yes. And he reaches out and kind of just snatches it from your hands. I've been waiting for someone to take this for days now. It's been troubling me quite deeply, actually. You see, this is a very, very important job. I'm going to need you to sit down so we can talk about this matter further. Please, close the door behind you. And he gestures for you to sit in the seats right in front of him.
I'm going to sit down in the seat.
I will back foot the door to close and sit down.
Say that one more time. What'd you say?
So I'm going to back foot the door to close it. like
kick
nudge
it
my
with
foot
his
against
foot.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something completely different. I thought you were trying to say you're going to backflip into the door or something. I was like,
That's hilarious.
I was so confused. Like, what do you mean backflip the door?
Backflip into the
Do
door.
a flip.
Do a flip. I was gonna be like, rolling acrobatics with this advantage. What the fuck is this?
Just
All right, you kick the door behind you, and it just slams shut. You could have been a little nicer, but I appreciate you closing that door.
Okay. So what is this important quest you speak of?
All right. And he kind of leans forward, getting ready to have this conversation. So, several days ago, it was discovered that my son, the fantastic Promfol Kepfa, was kidnapped in broad daylight. He went to go visit the actual shops down by the port side, and unfortunately, his guards were not enough. I told him they should always have a full set around at all times, but he thought all he needed was his two best friends. Unfortunately, those two friends have now seemingly met their demise, and my son is nowhere to be found. All that we know is that I have received a ransom note that is demanding 3,000 gold for me. And in order to get a safe return, I would have to meet them in the forest near the nearby town, completely alone. Obviously, this is a horrible, horrible idea, and I would never do something so stupid, so ilk. So, I thought I would hire some adventurers. All I know is that the group is definitely formidable. My son may have been stupid. However, his guards were not that weak. So I originally called for 3 people. I don't know why 2 people and a child showed up, but perhaps you can shed some light on what you expect to do here.
Maybe
Well-
so bold to ask. I feel that, first of all, you said he's been missing for 3 days now.
I didn't say 3, I said several, but roughly 4 days and a
With
night.
all due respect, anything more than 1 day past the ransom note seems a little excessive, if you ask me.
We just received word on it. I put out this note that you have here, and he taps when you sat down. I put this out a few days ago, the moment he was kidnapped. I didn't receive the ransom note until last night. This is new information. You are actually the first to hear of it, besides my most trusted advisors.
You know nothing of these gang members of yours that trouble you?
I do not. All I know is that they were cloaked individuals.
Did your son have any troubles in the days leading up to his kidnapping?
Troubles leading up to, I couldn't tell you. In the days before, it's nothing different than any other day of the year. You see, my son is a very troubled young man. He never really quite liked the noble life, and he's always gotten up to ruffian activity. He's a big fan of, product, and is often out engaging in activity he probably shouldn't be.
What sort of product are we talking about here?
You know, the kind that lets you see what is not there, hear things you cannot normally hear. The sort.
Product. Interesting. So your son was a junkie.
That's quite rude of you to say. I don't think that was necessary.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, honestly. You were
I'm
like-
sorry.
Well,
I'm
I
just
never.
blunt. I don't mean to be blunt. I'm just saying, if you do the product, you hang out with the people. We have to be very aware and plain with
Uh-huh.
who these ruffians might be that might have taken your son.
Well, I don't care to hear any of this disrespect. Is this a job you want, or is it not?
What is the pay to find this son of yours? I imagine his life is quite priceless.
Well, priceless is a term that I wouldn't really apply to this. I love my son, and I want him back. If anything were to happen with him, my plans for this kingdom might be delayed. However, I have a second son that would do the work for me anyways. I just want to see him back to hurry things along, so he's not the most important thing. However, I am willing to pay a good 400 gold.
100 gold? But the ransom note said 3,000.
My thoughts exactly. He doesn't seem like he's very much worth to you. Not to say I want more money, but it just seems that you couldn't.
I mean, they said they would give him to you for 3,000. Why send someone out for 400 to go and steal him back?
These ruffians know nothing of my son's value. Why would I give them 3,000?
Ah, so your son's not that valuable to you now, is he?
No, I clearly just said that I'd toss him away for the second son if it didn't delay my plans.
I'm just staring blankly at this guy. Like, wow, he really doesn't give a fuck about his kid.
Let's say we take this job for you. Let's say we. Well, is there any other information you could leave for us about these ne'er-do-wells?
I mean, I can show you the ransom note if you like.
That would be great.
That would work.
Yeah, give me 1 second. He starts kind of rummaging around his pockets.
What you eating over there?
He unwraps it. Here we go. And he kind of just flicks it back. Yep, that's the one. Here you go. And he passes it over to you.
Is it written in any different language or anything?
It's written in
Give us-
common.
Is there any distinctive markers on it that I might know?
Any food stains?
Any food stains? That too.
Check my notes for that. Go ahead and roll a history check.
Hold on. Let me, Here we go. Why am I lagging? Why is this happening?
Hella lag.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Oh, goddamn.
22.
The heck?
Lillian, you don't notice anything in particular. You just see a little sigil on the paper, but it's not one that you happen to recognize. Cassandra, however, as you glance at the note, you do see a sigil marking down at the very end that does seem familiar. It is a mark that is made in blood and would appear to be in the form of a ring with a nice little skull in the center and what appears to be an arrow going through it diagonally, going from the southwest side to the northeast side. And you do happen...
South what?
It goes from southwest to northeast is the arrow's direction, going through the skull. And you do happen to recall that this is the namesake mark for a bandit group that has been terrorizing the area for quite some time. They tend to travel between a couple kingdoms, the Zeolia and the Corkstead kingdoms in particular, and they're very much well known for kidnapping, holding ransom. They're good at theft, and they're also phenomenal when it comes to selling stolen product. You do know that they are not very truthful individuals, that they tend to say a lot of things that aren't actually going to happen. They make a lot of false promises, and they will do anything they can to get some money. They've also managed to kill a lot of guards in their time and are very much sought after.
Hmm. So, Cassandra, do you know anything?
Oh, and one more thing I
Portland.
almost forgot.
Oh yeah.
Well, they don't have any particular name. The symbol is recognized on all of the things that they do, and there is a bounty currently out for them, and for the return of, proof of either the killing of these people or to actually take them to justice, alive or dead, does not matter which. You can earn 500 gold.
You're,
Okay.
this group. Let's just not mince words. You know how dangerous they are, right?
What do you mean?
Well, surely you've heard of what their business deals in, correct? It just seems somewhat foolish to, despite only even being two of us, just think that only 3 people could take them out. Seems quite generous, almost.
I'm gonna kind of look over at her and be like, yeah, I think maybe even bringing along some of those guards that you have posted up out front could probably help us with our quest.
What do you think you know about this group, ma'am?
Well, I know that 400 gold, bless your son's soul, is definitely
500.
reward. Was it 500 or 400?
400.
I know you said 500 was the bounty, but like 400 was what you would give us for the
quest, yeah.
Above board, yes, it is 500.
Okay, I was like,
But I was rolling with it in character. I was going in character with it.
oh.
I'll always say above board for above board things.
Okay. Sandra.
You could lend us any other aid?
Other aid. Look, I just told you I don't care if the dude dies. Can you just bring him back? Here, I'll throw in an extra 100 gold for you. Does that make it better?
The goal at this point is whatever you offer us now is fine. It just seems that it feels ill prepared. You said you needed to speed up your process, right? I'm willing to wait for that, but clearly we're going to need more than just a few people.
He kind of rolls his eyes. I don't like wasting men on this kind of stuff, and I like them being here to protect me, but fine, if that is what you wish. He then reaches against the wall, kind of just gently pressing in on a piece of marble. You see that it kind of sinks back and opens up a hidden compartment as he slides it across and reveals a little bell, and he just kind of rings it. I don't have a bell ringing sound effect, by the way, sorry. Suddenly, someone comes knocking on the door. Permission to enter? Granted. The door kind of just swings open and in steps a young guard. How can I be of assistance, sir? Yes. Come in. Have a seat next to these fine young women. He then closes the door behind him as he rushes over and sits down beside Lillian. What can I do for you? Ladies, care to explain?
Looks like we're gonna need your assistance, young lad. We gotta go and retrieve this man's son from seems a very dangerous group of people. And I'm like looking at Cassandra to explain some more.
What, did you say that they have a name that we supposed to know by? I don't know if I got that part.
They did not say a name, no.
Okay.
People just know the symbol, right?
Yeah, okay. Is this a common sigil that's known, or is this just something I like can kind of glean what I've heard around?
Say that one more time, sorry.
Is this a common sigil that the people know? Like when they like people like the common folk will see it and know what it is, or is it something like few people know about?
Some common folk know, mainly from rumors and talking about it. Primarily, it's going to be guards and any authoritative figure or night that will know this sigil belongs to a dangerous group. The group itself is not named.
So I'm gonna like kind of like, I guess, angle the note towards him a little bit so he can see, like, give it to him and like kind of tap like the sigil.
Is you that he
may have your work cut out for you.
he glances down at it, squinting his eyes. Oh shit! Wait, is that the one group? Oh wait! Is that the bandit group, sir? Yes. Quiet down. You're so fucking loud. Damn, it's hard to find good help these days. See, these young ladies are gonna go try to deal with them. You might know that my son is missing again, and we need him recovered. You see, the plan for next month cannot go underway without him here. Can you go along with them and help them return my child? I guess? Yeah, yes, I can. Good. He then just starts reading other unrelated paperwork that's on his desk, ignoring you guys.
I would
Any leads as to where this bandit group was last seen?
The last thing they did was they kidnapped my child. I believe on the note there it tells you exactly where they would want to meet up.
Okay. Cassandra, let's take the note.
Before that, hold on. It just seems, look, your laxness is concerning. But I would like to propose a half payment up front. We will need supplies.
Done.
It's like that. It's just too easy.
So,
no resistance.
do you have any transport? You know, horses, buggies of the like that we can use?
He looks lost in thought for a moment. Let me think. Vader, does Colin happen to be back in town? I believe he is, sir. Good. It looks like we do have a carriage that you guys could take. Colin is one of our most trusted, and I do use that term very loosely, most trusted carriage drivers. He handles any travel between kingdoms. He can get you where you need to go.
I'll look over at Cassandra, kind of like, do you think this is enough, or that we should push this guy for more?
This will do. We'll figure the rest of the way out.
As you're talking about this, oh yeah, don't let me forget. He then opens up a little drawer beside him and pulls out a bag and just kind of sets it down. All right, and here is half your gold. He starts counting really quickly. After a few minutes, he finishes, and 250. Will that do it?
That'd be wonderful.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly take my 125, shove it in my...
Yeah?
In my bag. In my bag. In my bag.
I didn't hear the word bag. All I'm saying. I didn't hear bag.
Alright.
Got a weird ass partner, Cassandra.
Come along, Jeffrey. Talking to the guard.
My name is Vanner.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Also, you hear the minister call back out as you turn around. Please make sure he comes back in one piece, or at the very least alive. I need him alive. Can you promise me that?
I'm gonna look at Cassandra to kind of tell me, like, are these...
We'll do our best. What do you always say, Lily, about death?
Oh, death is a sweet release. He might be more comfortable in death.
Well, considering you already took half a payment, if you don't come back with a living person, you might meet death, so
we'll
Take
do
some
the best we
care.
can, and I'm gonna like take him by the shoulder and take him out.
Wait, you're gonna take who by the shoulder? I couldn't.
I'm taking the guard.
All right. You grab the guard.
I'm kind of walking with Valen in front of me, trying to like push her out of the door, like guide her out of the door.
Best of luck. You hear him call out as the door closes behind you. So where are you guys taking me? Where are we going? Do we know?
You do us a quick favor. You go wait outside and just bide your time. I'm going to discuss something with my partner here. Okay?
Okay.
If you could be so kind, if you could get the carriage for us and park it out front.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll go get called. He then kind of just rushes off down the hallway, heading outside.
I'm gonna move Louie a little bit, at least like gesture, like move away from the door a little bit, because I don't want this fucker to hear us.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her, and I'm looking at her with my eyebrow up. So tell me, this bandit group that seems so dangerous.
Well, first of all, it's nothing really want to get our heads taken up. I can I just suggest that I think something's very wrong about his attitude towards his son. I personally don't care about the soul himself, but it seems like this is a lot more trouble than it's worth.
I'm thinking something very similar. I mean, 400 gold, but he could care less if his son lives or dies? It doesn't seem quite right to me. Maybe his son has something that he wasn't supposed to have, and that's what he's looking for? Or, I don't know.
Not one for thinking too hard, but maybe possibly some knowledge of sorts.
Could be. Anyway, do you know anything about his other son he mentioned?
Do we know enough to do a history check on this guy? Like about this specific minister?
Yeah, you can both roll for it or just one.
Okay, bet.
Hey, nat 20.
That night was horrible.
That was bad.
Cassandra, unfortunately, while you had a lot of knowledge about the bandits and the crime going on in town, you did not happen to recall anything about the second son of the minister. You barely even knew that he had a son at all. Lillian, however, you do remember hearing quite a few things about this kingdom through gossip and through your work. You happen to know that this particular minister has several children, 4 sons and 3 daughters, the eldest son being the one that is currently missing, who is 32 years old. He has a second son who is 27, a third son that is 20, and a fourth son that is currently 12. The sisters are 20, 16, and 14 respectively. For the second son that the minister appeared to have been referring to, he is known to be a very kind individual, very outgoing, however, isn't very seen much besides going around town and assisting people in the streets. It would seem that his father is not the biggest fan of him, as anytime they are seen in public together, the son appears unhappy and as if he's putting on a facade, while his father berates him constantly.
I think I seem to remember something about the second son. He was a lot kinder than the old man. I think maybe he helped the poor. I don't know, but he didn't seem like his dad much.
They all seem like a bundle of joy.
Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of them, if I remember. A few sons, a few daughters. I'm piecing it together, but I just really think maybe before we leave, we should try to talk to the son and then try to figure out what kind of weird stuff this older one was into.
Before that, because I'm brain farting hella hard right now, I don't have my notebook there because it's in my fucking car. What is this little girl's name again?
Daylin.
I was like saying like Varlin. I was like, what is her name?
Valen.
We're gonna available. You seem to be a bit of a tizzy. What did you glean from this man? Nothing good, as I assume nothing ever is.
For who?
For the minister, the one you were so scared to introduce yourself to, the one who
Mr.
was
Kepner.
very interested in your last name, for that matter.
I don't know him. But all I know is from my premonitions, and he is a horrible, horrible person. He really doesn't care if his son dies. All he cares about is money and power.
I seem to be able to put that together. He doesn't seem to be able to put the 3,000 towards his own son's head.
Interesting. Honestly, I was hoping he would split the difference at least and give us 1,500, but we're past negotiating now.
I thought he would have agreed.
I really want to understand what is up with this kid. Why is he so important when this guy really does have a whole soccer team full of children he can do with whatever?
Soccer team. The Quidditch.
The foosball.
One of them's got to make it to adulthood, right?
Right?
Oh,
One of them at
shit.
least. Shit.
Playing a lottery ticket with your kid, you'd be happy to make it to past 30, motherfucker. Did he ever? You've never met this man in your life? He's never visited your father or anything like that.
Not that I know.
Interesting.
Let me ask, do you happen to know or have heard of anything of this bandit group child?
Not until we started this, but ever since we've accepted the quest, I've had some visions.
What are those?
They're very hazy. All I know is that we will definitely get attacked. It seems like they're gonna come out of nowhere.
Do you happen to know if it'll be on a road or maybe in a building of sorts?
In the woods.
Woods. Maybe we should set up a trap or I don't know. Cassandra, what was the name of the wooded place that we were supposed to be going to again?
What was on the note again? I don't think we ever read it too.
Yeah, you never read the note. It kind of threw me off guard. Do you want me to just read the note to you guys, or do you want me to skim it?
Yeah.
Okay. You take a look at the note, holding it so that both of you can see, and you see that it says, "To the minister, we have your son Promful. If you wish to see him returned alive, you will meet us in the Kellner Woods outside of the kingdom. Come alone and make sure you just travel along. We will find you. Bring 3,000 gold or else."
They seem to be in business. He did say come alone. Do they happen to know what the minister looks like by chance, do you think? Sandra?
Oh, you were asking me? My bad. I thought you were asking. But okay, my bad. Wait, you just said what does the minister look like?
I was saying, they said to come alone. Do you think that they know what the minister looks like?
They would have to. They stole his son.
I'm just trying to
If he
see.
travels the street so frequently, that
I'm just trying to see how can we outsmart these guys, because clearly if they want him to come alone and 2 women, a guard, and a child show up, we're gonna set off some red flags.
Was that room we were in? Was that like his office, or was that kind of like a bedroom office type style spot?
Just an office.
Let me set the fucking guard outside. I don't know if I want to walk back out just to get him to come back. It might look weird. I want to, fuck it. We're gonna go for. I'm gonna go outside to see if we can go talk to the guard real quick, or at least bring him back inside.
All right, you make your way down the hallway and head outside, blinded by the sunlight. You see that the two guards are still standing there. Just examine anyone that comes near, and nearby, just across the street, you can see that Venner appears to be standing there talking to a carriage driver that you would guess is Colin.
I'm gonna call him over from that conversation real quick, please. Oh shit! I never got that motherfucker. What? I called him Philip. I didn't even listen to his real name.
Vayner.
His name is Philip. Philip.
Everyone in the area just kind of glances over out of confusion at a name they've never heard before. Vayner
talking to the carriage driver, Philip.
Vayner looks over. He realizes that you're talking to him. That's not my name! As he starts walking towards you. What do you need?
Your lord wouldn't happen to have any spare clothing that we could borrow, does he? Would he?
Oh, one moment. He starts rushing over to you, kind of shuffling along. Sorry. Yeah, what kind of clothes would you need?
We need a disguise.
What kind of disguise?
Just simple. Something simple from his wardrobe.
And maybe a
full
cloak
outfit, if I may.
and some pants.
Does not matter. It doesn't matter what. Preferably something he would be more casually to wear outside to the public.
I don't think he'll let me take his clothes, but the clothes of the women he's normally with, I could probably procure.
Well, actually, both could be of use.
Yes.
I'm sure you can work out something. Simply, you don't have to tell them he borrowed some of his clothes. This is important for his son. And honestly, I figure he'd be more susceptible to that agreement than more gold.
Most of his clothes are expensive.
Yes, we have the gold to pay for it back. Just all we're asking is to borrow a suit.
We will not be paying for anything.
I'm going to lean over to. I'm lying. We simply need to borrow it. You don't even have to tell him. You'll be fine. If anything, you'll just say we did it. All right. We'll get in trouble for it.
If you say so. He said I have to listen to you. So,
just all we need is a simple outfit from him, some garbs, and maybe some female outfits for the one do for makeup.
1 second. Okay. All right, fine. He then rushes inside and stays in there for several minutes before coming back out with a whole bunch of clothes just draped over his arms. All right, here you go. I got 2 robes, and he starts passing them to you. A cloak, very nice one. I got some dresses from the women's wardrobe. I wasn't sure which you might need here, so I got some that are very short, so you can at least have movement. And then I got some pants and some pairs of shorts.
Right, I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna hand like most of the female stuff up to Lillian. This is for you. Do tell me you know how to wear this.
Sure.
I need more than a charade that you can wear this convincingly.
I don't know. Do you want me to put it on now? I mean, we're in the middle of the street. I
Would
can't get
okay,
naked
well,
here.
we'll put it on later. I just need to know that you know how to wear it and flaunt yourself. You have a slouch, honey. We have to work on that. You have to have some kind of regality. The minister, bless his soul, no offense. I'm looking at
Honestly, I think what we need to do is worry more so about this little child we're going to be bringing with us. This isn't a daycare we're running.
Can I make a perception check? How big is the carriage? Like, is it like some like just big, just small, like open top, like Skyrim looking ass fast travel point, or is it like a carriage, like a hutch over it and stuff, like where we can hide somebody if necessary?
It is a carriage that has the cloth that wraps around it, so you can close. There's a door on the back that you can close and kind of hide inside of. It's not wooden for the part that goes over, so the actual like room itself is made of cloth that's held up by wood itself. It's nothing fancy.
Okay. So I'm gonna point over at the kids. We can simply we'll hide her in the back if need be. She'll be very useful for plotting our attack against these. We're definitely going to have to fight if all diplomacy fails.
Well, that works, I guess.
We're gonna bring a child along?
Don't you mind that, Philip? It's all going to work out.
Okay. You say so, boss.
Speaking of which, you I'll have your word. You keep the girl, the little hellion, safe.
I will absolutely do that. I don't think a child needs to die.
You do that, Philip.
I think I need to keep her safe from you, to be honest. He then reaches over and takes Valen's hand. Come with me, girl. I got you. We're gonna take you away from these two lovely ladies. Lovely ladies. You're both wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm rolling my eyes at this one.
Is there a place I can buy a bigger gun? I'm really just asking. Is there like I want to find some spot to like stock up on maybe like posters or something.
Yeah.
As you look around, you do see that there are several buildings nearby. There appears to be a tavern, an inn, another tavern, and then some shops. One of the shops is labeled. Hold on, let me pull up this name here. I have a list. What the fuck? Sorry, give me one moment. Sorry, I lost one of my notes. Where the fuck did they go? I gotta open up the original document, I guess. I don't know how that went horribly wrong. I'm gonna cry. I don't know why that's not my obsidian up, but anyways. You do see a shop that appears like it has magic through the window. There is a sign that says Horlo's Vein Magics. There's another one across the street from it that appears to be labeled the Frosty Hilt. And then you also see that there is what appears to be a forge or some sort of blacksmith building. It is labeled Heroin Hollows Smithery. And nearby you can see that there is a library.
Then is there anywhere you need to go prepare first? We can start wherever you want to go first. If you need.
I'm thinking either the magic shop or what is that frosted place? What do they have?
The one that sounded sexual. The Frosted Hilt.
The Frosty Hilt.
Frosted
And it
Hilt.
appears to be a magic shop.
Okay, that sounds like it might be helpful.
All right, is that where you would both like to go, or just one of you?
We can both go.
Oh, 1 second, I'm completely fucking up my overlay. I'm doing great with the setup today.
While you do that above board really quick, I just want someone to know that someone sent me a tweet about the Millennia arm from Elden Ring being sold as a pre-order bonus for the DLC.
Huh?
And the retweet comment was just, what?
What?
Why would you just buy her arm?
I mean, why not?
Her prosthetic? Oh, this is what is in my house.
Alright. As you make your way across the streets and pass through all the people, you then find yourself at the steps to what appears to be a shop called the Frosty Hilt. It is very much on theme with the name, as you can see that there appears to be some ice going along the countertops and through the window, and the actual knob to the door itself appears to be very, very cold as you touch it. And knock. Come in. You hear from inside. And as you step in, you do see that there is a whole bunch of product all around the room. There appears to be scrolls along the walls. There's a bunch of books that seem like they might have magic inside them based on the names that you read, all going through some bookshelves. There's some artifacts in the center of the room. And then along the counter, there appears to be some staffs and some swords, some other weapons that all have weird attributes to them. Some of them are glowing, some of them are just unusually shiny. Other ones appear to have different colors kind of, painted onto them as it looks, but it's very hard to tell. And you see a shopkeep. Hi, how can I help you?
Oh, miss. We're looking to get some items for a quest that we're on. Maybe something to stun or spook or kill.
Okay. So, not bringing anything in today. And she's looking very much at you, Lillian.
Nothing today. I think just looking for something for a quest.
Oh, I understand. She kind of opens up the robe that she's wearing a little bit to show that she's wearing some nice clothes underneath, has a bastard on, and a sword at her side. Well, what kind of quest are we going on today? What kind of stuff do you need?
We happen to be looking for a person who was kidnapped. Cassandra, did this gang of ruffians have a name or something?
Not that I know of. We're particularly looking for something to get in, maybe a little bit quieter, and if need be, maybe make a loud exit if needed. What do you fucking mean high CPU's usage? Ignore me.
Huh?
My fucking big ass thinking on my monitor is like high CPU usage.
Oh, I was like...
Go ahead, my bad though. Ignore me.
It's like, that's a weird thing for a character to say, but Anyways, say that one more time, because the CPU usage threw me off.
We need something a little bit more like quiet, maybe a little stealthy, if you would. And
Quiet.
if worst comes to worst, maybe something that let us leave with a bang if necessary.
Oh, yeah, no, certainly. I have some lovely things for that. And she kind of pulls down the hood to her cloak, and you can see that it is an elven woman with very long, flowing silver hair and blue eyes. I should have some shoes for you that are great for stealth. Give me one moment. And she kind of ducks below the counter. Oh, right. And she stands up as she sets some shoes down. So these right here are what I call the boots of theft. Nothing fancy name-wise, I know. It's not my strong suit. My strong suit is making product that works. You see, these shoes, when worn, will completely silence your footsteps.
Those
Sorry?
sound nice. Those sound interesting. How much?
These? Oh, just a casual 50 gold.
50 gold. Oh god.
Fitty.
The way you said 50.
Okay, above board because fucking Bob is the fucking is the person selling her wares. Is she hot?
Yes.
Okay,
She's
Bob,
very
hot.
beautiful.
All right,
Slender
continue.
woman.
Ignore us.
There you go.
Alright, we need to. Are you asking us to riz the shopkeep?
No,
You
I
want a
hope he's
discount?
not. I'm not risking up the fucking shopkeep.
Can I riz the shopkeep to get a discount on these boots?
I have to put those fucking clothes on first.
I mean, yeah, you can always
She's into
try
the
to roll for
job.
persuasion, but how are you going to persuade her? What are you going to say? What are you going to do?
Let me sheathe them titty.
Above board, just remember you can always do whatever you want. I'll just tell you when you got to roll for something.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna lean over the counter and say, ah, man, 50 gold, that's actually quite expensive. I don't know if you could, maybe give a discount for an old friend. Maybe just knock the price down a little bit.
She kind of puts her index finger to her cheek and kind of tilts her head a little bit. I don't know. I might be able to swing it if the right friend came through.
I'm gonna kind of lean over on the counter a little bit closer and just gaze at her and just say, well, I think you might have met the right friend. Do you, think I could maybe work out a deal?
She kind of blushes a little bit. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, what do you think they're worth?
Let's see. I'm thinking 35 might be the best for me. Just to get me by.
35. They're 35, actually. I'm so sorry. I got the price wrong. Clumsy me.
Perfect. 35 works. I'm gonna give her the gold and place it gently in her hand and cup her hand with my other hand. Thank you so much.
Yep. She's just like blood red, choked up at the moment as she kind of hands you the shoes, just holding them out to you. Here you go.
Thank you.
Look at you. You called me a whore.
I'm gonna kind of stare at her a little bit and say, I'm not a whore. I'm just friendly.
You call whatever you want, darling.
As you do this,
Anything to make a swift and loud exit as well?
A friendly one with bullets?
she kind of just shakes her head, clearing her mind. Yeah, actually, no, I have the perfect thing for that. One moment. And she kind of steps back and goes in through the door that is hidden behind her. It's kind of just draped over with a curtain. As she comes back, she holds out her hand with a box that she just gently opens. And inside of it, you see a little black ball. So this right here, if you throw it, it actually is timed. And when 10 seconds pass, it explodes. And let's just say it could do some damage to a building if need be.
Sounds fun. I'm gonna look over at Cassandra. Is that up
What is
your
it?
alley?
What does the ball look like again? Is it just like a solid color?
Yep, it's just a solid black ball. It looks like it's about the size of, what is a good reference? About the size of a mug. It can just fit in the palm of your hand perfectly and can be held.
I have the most devilish idea, but I want that. Yes, that'll do.
All right, that's gonna run you 5 gold.
Let's see this. Just for one.
Just for one.
You wouldn't happen to have multiple, would you? Maybe 3?
I do indeed. We have plenty. You just want 3?
I want yes, 3 would be fantastic.
Alrighty, coming right up. She then hurries back behind the curtain and then comes back with a larger crate and pulls out 2 more, setting them all on the counter. Alrighty, that's gonna be 15 gold.
And I'm gonna handle that. It's just a simple question. How fragile would these be? Can they take a bit of a clanking before being set off, or are they very like?
They can knock around a little bit, but let's just say that they were in that crate for a reason.
Okay. I'll give her the fist slider over the 15 gold then.
Thank you very much. And is there anything else you're hoping for? I think you appear to have is that a gun?
Well, you noticed the Exandria, yes. It's beautiful, isn't she?
You even named it. Oh, I love a woman that names. Oh, and I do have some stuff for that as well, if you'd like.
Let me see what you have for it then.
Sure.
I'll take a perusing of it.
Follow me down here, and she leads you over towards a glass case that appears to have.
Oh, no, she's taking me to her basement.
That appears to have a bunch of different ammunition in it on display with little signs in front of them. So this is my ammunition display. We make all kinds of rounds, but these aren't normal rounds. Obviously, this isn't a forge. We purchase them from the local blacksmith, and we enhance them with some magic.
Pray tell, what type of magic?
Oh, that's the lovely part. So, first we have this one here, which I call the Green Demon, and she shows you a round that is glowing a faint green color. Say that again?
It's a picture of Piccolo.
No, Piccolo's not in this. Bro, oh, don't die. Holy shit.
My bad.
Bro, stop smoking cigarettes.
It wasn't even that funny.
Anyways, this is called the Green Demon, and what this does is it actually poisons whoever it touches. So upon firing, it will cast a curse that will poison the individual, and it will slowly drain their health for up to a minute. The curse is very easily dispelled by just willpower alone, but it does give you a full minute to actually, do something.
I won't catch the curse by just loading the gun now, will I?
No, it only works after being fired. It's made sure that the magic does not cast until it has been clicked and fired.
Okay.
And this next one over here we have is called the Blue Queen. And she shows you a round that has some blue swirls going through it with a little, spikes kind of sputtering off of it in a little weird effect. This one here, upon firing, it enables another curse that will freeze whoever it touches. It doesn't freeze them for long. It only lasts about 24 seconds, but it's usually long enough to get something done.
Ooh.
And this lovely little shit right here, and she gestures to yet another bullet. This one appears to be a weird color of red, black, and green kind of swirled together going to the point. We call this one the Surprise. It's kind of unknown which effect you'll get. It's not always consistent, but this particular curse has a bit of a random chance. Sometimes it will explode on impact and do some considerable damage to whoever it unfortunately hits. Other times it might light them on fire, and sometimes it may just, repeat the Green Demon effect. And that's all I currently have. All my other ones are out of stock. They were recently bought out by a group of individuals going on an adventure, off to save the world and whatnot. You know the casual story.
Makes sense. How much for the Surprise? I'm a bit of a gambling woman.
A gambler, ooh. So the Surprise is priced per bullet, bear in mind, but each bullet is 10 gold.
Is this the price for all of the bullets, or just simply the Surprise?
This is the price per bullet.
Well, I'm going to take, you said 10?
Oh, you meant just this one? Yes, hon, it's just the Surprises cost this. The other ones are different.
Okay, I'm going to 10 seems very fair. I'm going to pay 30 for 3 of those.
Alrighty, here you go. I got 3 surprises. And where you wanted to look at the others?
No, I think I'll go with this. This is fair enough.
Only 3? She looks kind of sad.
Unless it's a discount for them for a package deal.
She kind of starts pouting and puffs out her cheek. No, what's the discount? You notice that the sign says that it's supposed to be 15 gold each.
Well, that's maybe you can borrow. Maybe you can convince my cohort to buy something else for you. She seems to be very interested in you.
As you say that, she kind of lights up. Really?
She's got a wealthier pocket than I do.
Money? Oh, I love a rich woman.
I think she's your gal. She's a little rough around the edges, but I think if you like that doom and gloom look, I think you could do just fine.
Here we go again with this.
You're not here to hear this.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking my chance to talk shit now. I'm gonna say that's it though. And, we're gonna head back upstairs, or wherever her basement was at.
You are just on the base floor of the wizard shop. Are you wanting to leave the wizard shop?
Yes, I'm finished.
All right, 1 second. I gotta move some notes around really fast. Lillian, was there anything that you wanted to do while you were here? Or are you done as well?
Yes. By the way, miss, do you happen to have any fun arrows that I could use in my short bow? Maybe something with some poison or explosive matter?
Let me think. I don't have any particular arrows, but I do have some bows for sale that can do much the same effect. Are you in the market for a new bow?
Depends on the price.
Well, and she kind of leans over the counter a little bit as she walks closer to you. What would be a price that you're willing to pay?
Maybe I could maybe spare 45 gold.
45 gold for you? All right. Give me 1 minute. And she goes back behind the curtain again. This time she returns with 3 different archery bows. One of them appears to be a longbow, which is quite large, has some decadent, decorations on the ends of it, and the actual string itself appears to be a faint blue color. She also has one that is much the same, however it is a short bow that appears to be kind of glowing a little bit red along the actual string itself. And the third one is another short bow that has a black string. Which one catches your interest first, hun?
The one with the black string, what's the range on this?
Well, you see, it is just a short bow, so it's not meant to go too far. Typically, most people are using it for up to 80 feet.
Okay. And what makes it so special?
Oh, that's the fun thing. So this bow isn't anything special in of itself on your first shot. However, each shot that this lands stacks up a dangerous curse on the individual who you've struck with it. So long as they don't have an incredible will, within 4 shots, they will be cursed to die in 6 seconds.
Well, fuck.
That sounds like fun. I'll take it.
By all means, but I will warn you, it does come with a burden.
What is that?
You see, this bow and using it for a cost of its effect you also risk your own death as you go. With every life that you take, you are essentially rolling the dice on whether or not it will claim yours as well.
Now, Lillian, I know that sounds very tantalizing, but maybe think about the other people around you before you make that final decision. Hmm? As I recall, if we're to split and we are to die,
I'm gonna roll my eyes at this one and kind of like run my finger across the bow. But wait. Rolling the dice. It's not necessarily a on purpose death. That doesn't really
at
affect
least look
fate,
at the
does
other
it?
options before you decide to just say fuck it.
All right. Fine. Humor me about the longbow.
All right, 1 second. Okay, sorry. I was writing in some final notes. The long blow, the one with the blue string.
Yes.
You see, this one here, I call the Queen's Gambit. So, name again, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with those. However, this lovely little thing, it will put a curse on the arrows that you fire. Each arrow has a 50-50 chance to freeze its target for a good 24 seconds.
Ooh. Sounds handy. And
It
the
does indeed.
red short bow.
You see, this one, I'm not super creative. You see, my actual mentor only taught me a few spells, and she's away right now, so I'm the only one making things at the moment. But this one does actually cast a fire spell. So whenever you fire an arrow with it, it lights the tip on fire, and it has a chance to ignite its target or just deal, some very painful damage.
Painful damage. Well, I'm gonna look over.
To see better than possible death.
But where's the fun in that?
The fun is living to get the money from this minister and impossibly saving his son and his lone guard.
I'm just
I
kind of
can
like,
say there's a refined version of this bow that my master makes, but it is more expensive. You see, my work is a little bit cheaper. I'm still learning, but she does a better job.
Tell me more.
You see, these are bows that I'm practicing because they're ones that she knows how to make and sells them very often. So it's something that she can teach me in particular. However, her versions are a lot better and typically a lot more expensive. So you're not paying 45 gold. You're more looking to pay around 150.
Well, maybe after we return from this quest, I could come back for it. I think for now, I'm gonna go with the blue longbow. I think the blue string longbow might be the best bet. But, could you put a word in to your master and let her know I'd love to come back and maybe buy one of these lovely black string short bows from her. What was her name?
If you truly would like it, be my guest. Just take
My
the
name-
damn thing. Just don't aim it at any of us.
My name is Talia.
Well, Talia, I really appreciate it. I'm still kind of like looking at the short bow.
Just take the damn short bow.
You know what? I will be slightly responsible only because I want the money. I will take the blue longbow, blue string longbow for now. But Talia, I will be back for this refined version of this short bow. Will you have one in stock in a week or so?
There is one in stock right now, but I'm working on a better version of my own. And if all goes well, instead of, the chance to die, it'll just deal damage to you. I have a prototype if you want to test that out for me.
Actually, that sounds lovely.
Sure, I'll go grab it. The only deal I need is that you have to bring it back to me. Okay? Promise?
Deal.
Deal. Okay, bring it back in at most a week, and then I'll have one ready for you. Yeah, it'll give me all the information I need to know that I'm doing this right.
Perfect.
She then runs back and grabs one of them, brings it up to you, and hands it. Just remember, this is a prototype. I can't make any promises on the functionality. It is supposed to only damage you, though.
All right. Well, I will borrow it. And as payment for your good service, I'm going to slide her 10 gold.
Oh my god, thank you.
Almost paid full price for the last thing you took.
All right. I think we're ready to go.
All right, let me just make note that we have that.
Can we call it right before we leave? Or when we leave, I can.
Are you wanting to call the session, you mean?
Yeah, my stomach's kind of.
Yeah, we can do that now. We'll go with you all step out back into the sun and are getting ready to go check out the other shops or potentially leave, and we'll conclude the session there. I do want to say that I will be putting in all of the homebrews for these as soon as I can. I might have to
Okay, so I don't have to put like in my other possessions like I just did.
Okay, yeah, I did put the stealth boots. I didn't put the short bow.
I was ready to just keep track of how many bullets I loaded into that bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I wrote it in my notes.
Put all that in your
Alright,
possessions
alright.
for now, so that way we don't lose
Yeah.
track of what you have. I think I have to resub to D&D Beyond. I think I'm at my limit right now for homebrew stuff, but I'm gonna put those items in there because it's very particular conditions, and I want you to know what you're using so you don't end up hurting yourself at any point, especially that risky ass bow you took. I'm glad you didn't take the one for 45 gold. So, since session is over, how the bow works, you'll get to see them when you actually see the homebrew stuff anyways. How the 45 gold black bow works is that each time you hit a target, it stacks on some curse, and upon 4 curse shots, that target will die in 6 seconds. When that target does die, there is some blowback from the curse, and what the Master's Refinery is essentially blocking the blowback. So what comes back is the same exact death curse on you. However, it is a 50-50 chance if you live or die. So you roll a d20, and if you roll a 11 or higher, you successfully survive. If you roll a 10 or lower, it puts you into a save and throw state in which you are now downed, and you have to roll your 3 save and throws to see if you survive. Very risky.
I swear to fuck God, if you shoot that shit on entry to a fight and die, I swear to God.
The one that you have currently, the one that you borrowed, is different though. That one, it has the same effect on the target, but instead of 4 shots, it is 5 shots, and with that added protection, it then allows you to instead take damage when it comes back at you. So in trading out the fact that you have to hit them an extra time, you gain the fact that instead of taking a d20 to see if you live or die, you then roll a what is it? I gotta pull up the exact notes for this one because the main one is different. First, the master's version is you have to roll a d6 to see if you take damage. So whatever the d6 is, the damage that you take. And for the version that this person has, I believe in my notes, because this is something I kind of made in the moment for them, because it seemed like you really wanted to go with that kind of bow. It's probably going to be a d12, to be honest.
Okay. All right, d12 for damage.
I think that's fair for the insane ability it has.
Yeah, and so 5 shots with a chance of death.
So I roll a d12
shit.
each time for damage.
No, so with the
After
initial
5
one,
shots.
it's to keep it consistent. The cheap ass one that they had is 4 shots to kill them, and you roll a d20, 11 or higher to live. And with the version that you have, it is 5 shots, and then it is a d12 for the damage you take if when that person dies. And for the
okay.
master's version, it is I can't remember if I was gonna go with 5 or 6. I'll have to double check my notes later, but it's one of the two. And then you roll a d6 for damage.
Okay. All right. Cool. That works.
And of course, it all does matter on the person's constitution, because if they have a high enough constitution, the target will make a saving throw to see if they survive. It will still do damage though, so the curse will still dole out an effect, and it will do a lot of damage to them. Several dice rolls worth, essentially. So no matter what, you're getting a good value out of it. It just might not be an instant kill thing. Weaker people, instant kills.
Okay.
Any other questions about any of the magical items?
Nah. Put load bullet into gun and fire and kill bandit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And hope he blows up or some shit. I didn't. Okay, let me put the fucking 3 Death Star fucking bombs that I have.
Oh yeah, the bombs.
Yeah. Those have a detonator? Or is
Timed.
Was it?
So they're magic.
Okay.
That's why there's no fuse or anything. All you do is you throw it, and they're impact based.
Oh.
So once it makes impact with something, it starts a 10-second countdown, and then at the end of that countdown, they explode. And they hit with the force of the explosives that you were encountering on the ship in session 1.
How big are they?
Those ones did about a 10-foot diameter explosion in terms of blowing a hole in the ship.
No, I mean like how big are the bombs? Like on like.
Oh.
Like is it like a tennis ball, like a little like golf ball thing, like you know what I mean?
Tennis ball is closer, slightly bigger than a tennis ball. You can't fully wrap fingers around it, but you can mostly.
Okay. I may be able to make this work. I have an idea.
But yeah, 10-foot radius for the closest and most impactful damage with those things. Anything within 15 feet takes slightly reduced damage. Anything within 20 feet takes some damage. Any other questions?
That's it.
Pet. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna close out my stream for the night.
TMT.
Later, we're going.
All right, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was session 3 of Freeing the Galrich Depths, which is, of course, our little campaign on the side as we're waiting for the main campaign to start up again. It is kind of going really well for these guys. Like they're getting pretty fucking lucky. Good shopping time as well. They got some good items out of that. Those are all very nice bullets and bows to use. I was gonna make them more expensive, but I'm not sure how long we're gonna go with this session. Not session, but campaign. And so I just wanted them to have something fun to work with earlier on that they can use moving forward. That doesn't feel worthless. They are level 7 already, so you know it makes sense to have some more powerful items. Don't worry. I know the death bow sounds very powerful. It does have its drawbacks, very risky drawbacks, and I might adjust them as I go before we get to the next session, just to make sure that they're not too overpowered. But yeah, I hope that y'all can join us for the next one. It's probably going to be the same time next week, so if you guys want to see that, make sure you can stop in for it. We are going to raid someone. I think I'm going to send y'all over to... probably Sega. I think we're gonna raid Sega. Let me see if I can properly type. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys over to the Sega Master, and Sega is a great friend of the channel, lovely individual, been watching them for several years now, and I love their content. They're pretty fucking funny. They play a lot of different games, and currently they're doing GTFO with some friends, which is always fun to watch. You know, it's always goofy when there's other people involved. But I do want to say that I appreciate you guys stopping by. It was a lot of fun to spend time with y'all and DM for this session. I hope that I can see y'all for the next one, and I will be live tomorrow night as well as this Saturday. So if you want to stop in for a different stream, you know, there's that. And other than that, I'll see y'all later. Have a good night, y'all. Bye. If the wind was in ourselves, we'd be alright. If the wind was in ourselves, then we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old cherry